Okay. So let's start with this small discussion on pricing procedure. Okay, tomorrow once the people is joining, we'll discuss again this if still it is not understand. Okay, so let's go to with the pricing procedure today. Now let's go to the pricing procedure. So we are generally called pricing procedure or pricing schema. Okay, so both are it is same. Okay, so what do you mean by pricing procedure? When you are creating any purchasing document, external purchasing document like RFQ, or it may be okay, schedule agreement, contracts, or it may be purchase orders. When you're creating all this information, okay, how your pricing elements is working, like base price, okay, basic price, and or like it may be freight charges or discounts, surcharges, how it is working like, okay, the pricing, how your client, how it is they're calculating the pricing, okay. So it is very important, right? Because if you started your business, okay, you should aware about that, okay, what is the basic price of the this product and how much the additional discount you are providing, how much it is freight charges, it is surcharges, or it may be like any additional cost, which is like labor cost, packing cost, unloading cost, loading cost, all this information which is very important. Because while when you getting this product, maybe the basic price is 1,000 rupees, but when it is getting to you, might be it is the 1,200 rupees, might be 200 is the packing cost, or it may be different. If you see that, if I just go to Amazon, or it may be Flipkart or somewhere, I'm planning to buy some product which is like cost is the basic cost, it is showing that some 1,000 rupees, but after the total amount, that means when the total net value, when I see that, it might be something like 1,200 rupees. Why this 1,200 it is coming? Because 1,000 rupees is the basic cost, but additionally we have might be taxes are there, or maybe freight charges are there. Okay, it might be some packing charges are there, right? Or it may be loading transportation charges are there. Yeah, so mostly freight and transportation, mostly it is the same. Okay, maybe you can put it like both it is same. Okay, or it may be a loading unloading cost is there. After this all calculation, it might be it is coming to 1,200, right? If you order something, the food you order in the online, suppose let's say assume that book my show. Okay, so did you book online the internet by using internet? If you see that if you have booked the ticket, okay, it is around 176 rupees, okay, per one ticket. But if I just go to directly the internet, sorry, directly theater, if I just buy the product, it will be cost 150 rupees. That means 26 rupees extra cost, that will be the they're charging on the internet charges, convenience charges, okay, government charges, some okay, public charges, all these things to be happen, right? So how this pricing structure you are designing, so how the client they requesting they want to be like this pricing components, like how they want to be go ahead. Those we are discussing in the pricing project. Okay. So before that, okay, we have the we have to be define our own search strategy. Okay. So here also the procedure will be the same. The first is you need to be define your condition table. Okay, here what will be happen, we'll be creating that different combinations, like how you want to be search your search strategy, like basic price it is there, how it is calculating, suppose the material, okay, and vendor and plant, if these three combination, okay, so these three combination generally if I'm taking this one, what will be happen, suppose 100 material is there, okay, vendor 1,000 vendor is there, then plant 1,000 it is there. When I'm just going these three combination, might be the cost will be, might be the cost will be 120 rupees, let's say, assume that the basic price, I'm talking about a basic price. Okay, if so same material, okay, If same material, I'm going with the different vendor, 1100, 1200, maybe the vendor number, but the same plant, there might be the price will be different because here the vendor is different. So vendor price will be different. Again, 100, and it will go to 2100. Okay, and 1000 plant. Then it will be again the cost will be 130 rupees. So there might be the prices will be changed when the vendor will be changed. In the same material, same location, but the vendor is changed. So obviously the price also will be changed. So how you want to be define these pricing conditions, the condition records, how you want to be defined. Okay, those based on the condition table. So the combinations you need to be defined here. So you can go multiple combination. Might be if you're going what services or info record. Okay, there might be different combinations. Okay, I don't know. Sometimes what will happen if there is no material. Okay, if there is no material, I have only material group. Okay, then I can go with the material group and plant combination. Or sometimes it might be there's some purchase organization, plant combination. So it depends on the client requirement how they want to be go ahead. Okay, that you will be defining in the condition tables. So first you need to be defined. First you have to do define the condition table. Okay. So this step, did you understand this step? Yesterday also we had a discussion on the this process, right? Output determination, and in the batch determination also we have created condition tables. Okay, so condition tables are the combination of how you want to be searched. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the first step. Then general what we are doing next is access sequence.
Access sequence.
Exactly. So access sequence, what we'll do, we'll assign the all these combinations. If I have 10 combinations are there, 10 combinations I will be assigning. Okay. If I have 5 combinations, then I will be assigning 5 combinations. So here we'll assign these condition tables into access sequence. Then what we'll do this access sequence we are assigning to condition type, right? So each and every process they are calling it different way. If you go to batch management, it is called as strategy type. Yesterday, if you go to output determination, we called as output type. Now it is a pricing condition, then it is called as a condition type. Okay. So in the condition table, condition type, we are assigning this access sequence. So you can ask me one question. So do you need this access sequence for all the condition types? So do you need this all condition, this access sequence for all the condition type? No, we don't need for all the condition type. Okay, what do you mean by condition type? It is like a pricing condition. Okay, so like whatever we are discussing, like basic price, okay, like tax, or it may be surcharge. Surcharge is not more like additional charge, okay, or it may be a discount. Okay, so like if you have any labor charges, so there are so many pricing techniques are there, pricing conditions are there. So do we need all these condition type? This access sequence is required? No, we don't need. Whatever it is getting automatically, you need to be calculated. So I don't want to enter in the PO level manually. It should be calculated automatically. It should be get automatically from the condition records. So whatever the condition type you want to maintain condition records, okay, and that will be automatically picking into purchase order. Okay, for those only you need to be maintain the access sequence. So generally we call these all time dependent condition types. Time dependent condition types. Okay, and we have time independent condition types also. So whatever the time independent condition types are there, those we are entering manually at the time of PO creation. Okay, so example, it is a very important in interview point of view also, PB00 and PBXX. Okay, so these two are condition type is the purpose are basic price only. Okay, even PB00 basic price, PBXX also basic price. But why, sir? Why we have two condition types? Okay, the reason is PB00 is time dependent condition type. Okay, and PBXX is time independent condition type. Okay, so what is the meaning of, what is the difference between these two? Time dependent, time independent. Time independent, time dependent. Time dependent will come from condition record. So we will be maintaining the price in the condition records. From that condition record, it will be picked automatically in the PO. In case if there is no condition record which is captured, then we can maintain manually at the time of PO creation. The time of PO creation. Okay. So time dependence are we are maintaining particular period. Okay. So particular time interval, like next 2 months this is the same price, next 3 months this is the same price. So there was some time interval which is there. That's why we are calling time dependent. And time independent are, it is only for that purchase order we are entering manually. If you see that here, I just created one purchase order, right? So just logging this one. Okay. Go to ME21 and I'm just creating one purchase order. Let's say I'm just creating one purchase order. Okay. Now if you see that, okay, now see that the net price which is not picking automatically. Okay. So that means this price which is not maintained in the condition record, the PB00. Okay. In that case, you can manually enter here, okay, the price that it will be picked to gross price. Okay. That is the PBXX. You are manually entering. Suppose, let's say if I just already maintained some condition records, let's say assume that I'm just entering some vendor. Okay. Now will be enter some other details also. Let's see if anything which is picking automatically. Okay. Now if you see that I just entered purchase organization and vendor, okay, it is automatically changed to 200. Okay, that means this 200 which is I maintain in the condition record. Let's say might be here it is automatically picking, right? Let's see. I'll go manual creation again. I just enter here and I just enter here. So sometimes it will be picked from the old price also, pricing procedure also. Okay, unable to price. Okay, this here unable to determine the schema. Schema not at a sign. Let's see here. This is also. Let's see. Okay, what is the first material which we have created? Okay, now if you see that, okay, here also, not sure why it is automatically picking. It is picking from. Okay, so let's see here how we can see the time dependent or time independent. Okay, let's come down. If you go to here, analysis, in analysis point, okay, if it is picking automatically the calculation, okay, then it will become green color here. So it is not coming here. So it is not maintained here. Okay, let's see FRA1. It is automatically picking. This is also not. Okay, so here it is they are not maintained in condition record. Okay, how it will become condition records? If I maintain, suppose I'm just maintaining the condition records MEK1. Okay, Nami K1, I'm just going to combination. I'll go to enter PB00. Okay. Then I have the different combinations here. Like we have different combinations here. Okay. I'll be go with like material info record. Okay. Then I will be entering that the information whatever it is required here, the material vendor and the material number. And the purchase organization, which is JDB1. And indicator info indicator X standard. Then I'll be maintaining that some I'm just maintaining some thousand or maybe 1020 something which I'm maintaining here. Okay, so then you can maintain here from and to date. A particular period it is. Okay, if it is valid for the 2 months, you can change the date valid to date. Okay, then I save this one. Okay, now I just maintain this record, right? Let me try now to create the purchase order with this detail. Okay, so let's go to ME21 in again. Then 100587. Then I will be enter purchase organization, group, wherever it is required, the details which I'm entering. Okay, then material number, which is I'm just capturing from here. Here there is no plant, right? It's okay. I can enter the plant here, normal plant. Okay, if you see that here, since I maintained already this combination, the condition record in here 1020, it is automatically captured here. If you see that PB00, which is automatically captured. Okay, if we didn't maintain this condition record, okay, then you have to be enter manually the details, or it will be take from the last purchase order. What purchase order? The previous purchase order, whatever the price which is there, that will be picked up. Okay, so if you maintain here, okay, till whatever the date which you maintain, till the date, it will pick the same price. Okay, tomorrow if you change the price, suppose you are changing tomorrow the price, okay, then tomorrow onwards whatever the price it is there, it will be updated. So like it will be updated that the condition record. So these are the time dependent condition type. Okay, PB00 is the time dependent condition type, and PBXX which I manually entering the price at the time of PO creation, or it will be picked from the last purchase order, whatever the price it is there. Is it clear?
Sir, here until certain period we are given time, no sir. So
Yes,
suddenly if I want to change tomorrow date,
yeah, you
around
can
tomorrow
change.
date.
You can change. That's right. You can go MEK1. Okay, then you can change that. Again, you can maintain the combination. Okay, and you can maintain now. So from that, when it is, suppose let's say I'm just want to change from the tomorrow. Suppose it is 1020, right? Tomorrow onwards it is 1000 rupees. Okay, then I can change the price at date. It should be valid from the tomorrow. You can maintain future date also, might be from 30th. Okay, suppose 30th, from 30th it will be changed till it is valid. When it will be valid till it will be like December 31st. Suppose let's say it is 30th December, it will be valid this price. Then I can maintain the same. Okay, so this particular this period, this is the valid. Okay, so what will be happen when you are creating new condition type? Okay, when you are maintaining new condition type, okay, the old condition type, it will be valid till whatever the date which you maintained earlier. So you maintained from 30th November, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
it will be valid the previous date, which is 1020, it will be valid till only November 29th. Okay, then if I just enter valid on, okay, valid on, if suppose I just want to check that next month, what is the cost of that? Okay, if I just checking on the valid on December 1st, you can see that the value is 1000. It is valid from 30th November to December 31st. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
like you can maintain every month also you can maintain. Okay, like you can maintain for the price. So whenever you're creating the price, when the date it is matching based on the date, it will be between the dates. If it is creating purchase order, it will be automatically picking the price from the this condition record. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the time dependent condition type. Okay. This is a time dependent condition type. If you want to be enter them manually the price or taking this one and you want to be changed, that you can enter in the PBXX. Okay. Okay. So this is the one. So okay. So to which condition type you need to be maintained access sequence, to which condition type and you don't need to be maintained a access sequence, that depends on the whether you want to go automatic or it might be you are entering manually. So access sequence, if you maintain, that is a time dependent. If you are not maintain access sequence, then it is time independent. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Because in the access sequence only we are entering these combinations, right? We have that combination. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the one thing. Okay. Until here, I think even strategy type, even yesterday output type, all this is the same thing. Okay. That's why last time I said, right, if you understand one procedure, then it is sequence of the same for batch management, output determination, and this procedure, all it is the same pricing procedure. Okay. The fourth step is you need to be define your own pricing procedure. Okay. So pricing procedure you can call as a pricing procedure or pricing schema. Okay, yesterday if you see that we call as a output schema or output pricing procedure, like batch schema or batching procedure. Okay, whatever it may be, it is a schema. Okay, so here what will happen? Okay, you need to be entered that step and count. Okay, so that means the initially you are entering the basic data, basic price of the material. Then after that, discounts, surcharges, taxes, okay, freight charges and labor charges. Okay, all this information, how it will be calculated. The step by step. Okay, on basic price you are calculating the tax. On basic price you are calculating the freight. On total net value you are calculating the some surcharges. So how the pricing technique, okay, the pricing technique, how you want to be used, that will be defining here. Okay, you will be entering that set of different pricing conditions here with step one or step two. So here we have around 16 fields are there. Okay, so each and every field have the one functionality. Okay, so like we have step. Okay. Okay, give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'll just come back. Yeah, sorry. Okay, step. So we have different fields like step and counter. Okay, like condition type. Okay, then description. Okay, then print. Okay, and we have some requirement type. So there are so many, like we have around 16 fields are there. Okay, each and every field have a different functionality. Okay, so all together, all these 16 fields together, it is like a pricing schema. So generally how it will be like, suppose the step 10. Okay, like if you can go with 1 2 3 also we can go, or if you want to go with 10 20 30 50 or like also it's good. Okay, general will go with 10. Okay, like, okay, now the counter will be first, it will be 1. Okay, let's say counter 1, then the condition type is PB00. Okay, then description is gross price. Okay, and the print is whether you want to be print is in the output or not. Okay, so like it will be like, okay, again next you are going with step 2. If you going that step 20, okay, and the same kind of the condition type, if it is the same kind of the condition type, if you have, okay, that means I have PB double X, right? Okay, if I have PB double X, right? So PBWX also, it is the same. It is also gross price only. But the similar functionality it is, but it is manually we are entering, and here it is coming automatically. In that case, you have to be enter the counter 2. Okay. If you have only one condition type, then you can enter only one. If you have the multiple, then you can have to enter 1, 2, 3, 4. The same kind of the behavior. If it is there, then you can enter the counter 1, 2 like. Okay. So like you can freight, we can enter. Okay. Like 30 for freight, 40 tax, 50. Like you can enter all these details. Okay. If you see in the SAP screen, I'll just show you that. Will be go directly first. Okay, let's see if I'm just going here, some pricing schema. Okay, so here there is a PB00. See here, you can go 1, 2, 3 also, or it may be it is a, okay. Here it is the same functionality, right? I can just need to be maintain 10. Okay, because gross price it is same. Okay, 10 out of 10 it is 1, 2. Okay, now PB00, PBXX. Okay, then variant like it is 3, 4, 5, 10 like that it is there. Okay, so if that the same functionality, if it is there, then you can maintain the same step. If it is different functionality, then it is a got to be maintained different. If you see here, if suppose I'm just going with the freight, okay, to understand freight, okay, so if the freight they enter that 5% freight value, freight quantity, all together it is the same. It is a freight only. But if you want to enter in the percentage, you will be using this one. If you want to enter into the value of fixed cost, then you have to be enter this one. If you want to be calculate freight based on the quantity, you can use this one. All these together, it is the same. Okay, so in that case I can maintain the same step. Okay, so that is the one which is like, and here after description we have from and to. Okay, so this from and to, how it will work, from and to. Okay, so from and to, if it is like, if I have suppose 10 it is there, now I'll be go 20 will be like freight cost. If for A1 it is there, okay, which is percentage freight. Okay, then I'll have 20 again, it is 2. If for B1, suppose for B1 it is the freight fixed amount. Okay, then 20, if it is there 20, then step counter 3. Then F for C1, then like it is a freight per quantity. It will be based on the quantity, it will be calculated. Okay, now this from and to, how it will be helping, on what value you want to be calculate this freight, whether it is a gross price or how it is like. Okay, in between, suppose in between, if we have 15, okay, let's say 15 it is there. Okay, then it is a 1, then there is a something like RA00. Okay, something like it is discount. Okay, now, so what is the meaning of here, on basic price? Okay, the discount when you calculating, where you want to calculate based on the from it is 10. Okay, so 2 and 10. Okay, now on basic, on gross price you want to be calculate, okay, discount, on calculate on basic price you want to be calculate discount. That means you have to be entered in the from, you have to be entered 10. Okay, suppose I have something which is like 17. Okay, so 17 it is like a, again it is something like which is like HP something, which is, let's say something HP00 or something which is like surcharge. Okay, so it is also calculating based on the basic price. Okay, so it is also calculating basic price. Now when I just need to be check that freight cost, so on what value you want to be calculate. Okay, so on what value you want to be calculate, you want to be calculate on the cost price, or you want to be calculate on discount, or you want to be calculate on the surcharge. Okay, if it is all together from and to, it is like 10 to 17. Okay, if there is any additional charges, everything it is there, then what will be entered generally, from will be entering 10 and to will be entering 17. That means from 10 to 17, whatever the condition types are there, for all together, it will be, I want to be calculate this freight cost. Okay, so that is the meaning of from and to. Okay, from and to is nothing but like on what condition types you want to be considered to calculate this price condition. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now step, counter, and condition type, description, from, and to, and this is the manual. Okay, the next one is manual. So what do you remember manual? Okay, it's like you are entering manually this condition type, or it is automatically picking from the condition records. Okay, so based on that, it will be like, okay, so if you see that, if you this GJU1 is there, so you manually entering this condition type. Okay, and this count you are entering manually condition type. So these are not condition records. Okay, we are not maintaining any condition record for this one. So manually is the priority. So condition determined manually. So condition that given indicator pricing condition are only included determination either if they enter manually. Okay. Okay. So mostly it will be entering manually. Then required. This is the next is required. Required is obviously you understand, right? Required is nothing but like it's mandatory. This condition type is mandatory. This condition when you creating PO, okay, when this pricing procedure is picking, okay, obviously this condition type is mandatory. Okay, so that if it is required, then you have to be select required checkbox. So that means okay, without entering that condition type value, you cannot save that. Okay, that is the required. And the next one is statistics. Okay, the next one is statistics. So statistic is nothing but like a if the pricing condition type is independent, like it's not depending to anything, like if it is not depending, or it's not impacting to the net price. Okay, it's not impacting to the total value, it's not impacting anything, it's like a individual pricing condition. Okay, so when you are using this statistical condition type, it's just like a, we can say like it is a information purpose. Like if I'm entering that some freight cost is there, okay, it is information purpose in the PO. So in the PO, it not be impacting any, it's not impacting on the any on net price calculation. So if you see here in the PO, while creating PO, okay, if I'm entering all the details, whatever it is there, because we have already pricing procedure, right, which we are picking. Okay, so now I'm just entering all the details which is required. Okay, now, okay, this condition analysis, we go to condition RM0000 pricing procedure, which is picking. Okay, how it is picking that I will tell you later. Now, if you see this is the RM0000. In this, where exactly that statistic is there. Okay, let's say I can go freight. Okay, freight FRA1 is there. Okay, FRA1 is a statistic. So what will be happen? If I entered the FRA1, okay, if I just enter 10%, okay, it is not impacting on the price, net price. It's just saying that 10%, but that is the separately it is showing that this cost, okay, 1020, but it is not impacting anything on the net price. It's not impacting on the our net price, pure net price. Okay, so these are the statistical condition types. If it is not impacting anything, if you see, suppose non-statistical records. If I just go with non-statistical records, okay, if I just going with this count RB00, I'm just entering RB00, okay, which is like 10%. If you see that, if I enter RB00, it is impacting that my pricing and net price. Out of 1020, 10% discount, 10 rupees, it is like 1019 is the net price. It is changed automatically. That means it is impacting on net price. But if I see that freight FRA1, it is not impacting. Clear?
Sir, if at all it is not impacting, what's the purpose, sir?
Okay, I will tell you. Okay. So now you understand, right? Impacting or not impacting on the net price. Right?
Yes.
Now, what is the use of this one? Statistical. Okay, these will be impacting when you are doing GR. That means if you want to be post this freight cost to separate vendor. Suppose this vendor is the he's a supplier, but transportation vendor is different. Okay, in that case, what you can do, you can maintain the who will be the transportation vendor. Okay, and what will be happen for this freight vendor? If you see that freight vendor FRA1, okay, FRA1, what we are maintaining here, we are maintaining account key and accruals. Okay, account key accruals is nothing but like these values will be posted at the time of GR in the separate GL account. Okay, that means whatever the account key, that means in the OBYC, if you see that we are maintaining some GL account, right? Okay, so if you go to OBYC, okay, if I just go to FR1, okay, FRE, whatever it is there, FR1, if I just go to FR1, whatever FR1 here maintained, the freight clearing account, GL account, this value posted to that GL account. Okay, and it will be adding into our stock value at the time of inventory receiving, but it won't be display here on the net price because this net price is especially saying to this vendor. Okay, so here the price will be displayed based on what it is non-statistical values which is impacting on the net price. This freight will be the statistical value which is posting to separate GL account. When it will be posted to separate GL account, when you are assigned the account key and accuracy. Okay, so let's say I'm just saving here. I'll show you how it will be working here. Just entering here the freight cost. Okay, now PO created with freight cost. Okay, but this value is not impacted in the net price as we already observed, but this value will be calculated, okay, while we are receiving the stock. So let's receive the goods. Okay, if I am receiving the goods here, okay, so I'm just entering all the details whatever it is required, which you already aware. Okay, I'm check and post. Okay, now it is posted, right? So let's go to display. Now go to document info. Here, FA document. Okay, you can also see that the freight cost which is showing separately 192,100, which is I have shown here 192,100, which is mapped here. So this will be separately posted, which is not impacting on the our net value in the PO. Okay, and it will be separately posted, and it is adding to inventory account. That means this freight cost also impacting on my total value of the stock, whatever I received. But sir, how we can clear since it is not added to GRIR clearing account? So while doing invoice, it is posted only 10,190 rupees. But when it will be cleared this freight account, so it will be cleared when you are posting, when you are paying amount to the freight vendor. That means I just said you can use different vendor also. If the freight vendor is different vendor, then you can maintain separate vendor. Okay, so while you're doing MIRO, okay, so we have options like only if you want to pay plan delivery cost. If you want to pay plan delivery cost, means what do you mean by plan delivery cost? Whatever you entered in the PO with planned freight cost. Okay, that is the planned delivery cost. Unplanned delivery cost is nothing but like you are not planned that, you don't know what is the freight cost when you're creating purchase order, but while you're creating invoice, might be the client, the vendor is saying that, okay, you have the unplanned delivery cost. That means it is unexpected cost. Okay, so if you have an unexpected cost, where you want to be entered in the details, there will be option is there, unplanned delivery cost. Okay, if you don't have unplanned delivery cost, you can enter here. Okay, if you don't have planned delivery cost and you have unplanned delivery cost, at the time of invoice, if you receive that they're saying that you need to pay some freight cost, then you need to be enter here unplanned delivery cost. Okay, so now I'll be going to invoice here. Okay, now if you see that, now I'll be I'm planning to post my planned delivery cost. Let's say I'm just planning to post my planned delivery cost. Okay, so when you selected both receipt and planned delivery cost, okay, then it will become the actual cost. Okay, both it will be net price plus planned delivery cost. Okay, but if you posted only planned delivery cost, that means you want to be post only freight cost, then for 10 quantity it will be 1090. If you see that, for 10 quantity this cost is 1019. Okay, out of 10,200 price, out of 10,200 price, okay, 1019 rupees is for the freight cost. That freight cost you are posting. If you selected both, let's say I'm not selecting planned delivery cost, then I'm just selecting only goods. Then okay, something I just need to be select. Okay, tax code related. Okay, then it will be 10,190. It's not 1,190, it is 10,090. That means only the cost of the net price of the cost is 10,190. Okay, that if suppose I selected both goods circuit and I need to be post both freight cost, okay, then what will be happen? It will be added both. So one is goods receipt, goods value, and second one is freight cost. Okay, is it clear? So you can see here, this is the freight cost and this is the material cost which you are posting. Okay, so when your client is asking that I don't want to add freight cost in the net price when you're creating PO because this I'm posting to this vendor and my freight vendor is different vendor. Okay, in that case, what you can do, suppose I'm just going here to understand more easily. I'm just changing my freight vendor. Might be I'm getting this transportation from the different vendor. So I can maintain something which is like 1000589. Okay? So 587 is actual vendor. 587 is actual vendor and 519 is 589 is freight vendor, transportation vendor, like VRL transport, logistics, okay, or maybe local transportations. Okay, so whoever maybe they are doing international transport, courier, or maybe whatever it may be. Okay, you can maintain their vendors here. So in this case, what will happen? The freight is the statistical condition that is not impacting on the net price of in PO. It is only posting into separate GL account while doing GR, and it will be added to our stock account. That freight clearing will be cleared when you're planning to post the delivery cost. That means you want to be clear the delivery cost separately to this vendor. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Now what will be happen if I'm doing for the only delivery cost? My vendor will be changed because I changed my vendor, right? So when I'm just planning only for the planned delivery cost, okay, with my this PO, okay, now I can see that it is 587. Okay, so in the PO, what is there? This is 528, right? This is 528. Now what you can do, you can go to details. can change here. Your invoicing part will be 100,589. We are planning to pay this amount of 589. Okay. So this is a packaging supplier. So whatever it is there here, it will be changed. So here, whatever it is there, the vendor, you need to be updated here and you can pay. But if you want automatically this vendor while doing invoice, what you need to do? You need to go here, partner, and you need to be change the freight vendor here. I'll go back here. So we discussed in the partner side. So goods supplier will be different, ordering address will be different, like we have that. Here also we have the forwarding agent. Okay. So you can our carrier or the forwarding agent, whatever it might be, you can maintain here. Okay, and you can maintain the vendor. Okay. So if you maintain this one, automatically it will be represent this based on the partner. Whatever the partnership is there, it will be based on the partner, it will be calculated. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So this is the use of the statistics. Then the next step, which is like print. Okay, the next one is print. Obviously, you know, right? The print is nothing but like if this value want to be displayed in the output, while you generating PO output, if you want to be get this value in the output, then you need to be put X. Okay, so like here, whatever they mentioned here, X. Okay, so they want to be display gross price in the printout. They want to be display percentage variance and other discounts, everything in the X. Okay, they want to see that this information in the output, PO output. Okay, and this subtotals. Okay, from here to here, it is all it is related to table and technical information. Okay, the subtotal is nothing but like once you enter the value. Okay, once you posted this value, where exactly it should be saved in the technically. Okay, so there will be some tables. Okay, there's the table, it will be saved this information, backup, copying these values and taking the backup. This backup information, what are the values which is storing in the structures, data structures, okay, table level. That information will be helpful to the mappers when they are returning the code. They will be getting this information from the tables and data structure. So when you're posting this one, it will be stored in it is copying that information to and storing into the particular table. Okay, so wherever it is required, maybe my client is asking that what is the gross price, I just need to get the report for the basic level of price. Then I can go directly and can save in this standard table and the standard structure. Then it is very easy. I can pick it up. Okay, and here again it is a requirement time. Okay, so this is a requirement type is nothing but like if you want to be write some logic. Okay, if you want to write something logic like this kind gross price should be updated automatically when there is some condition is applied. Maybe in that it is like custom logic. Maybe my client is saying that okay, there is a two boxes are there. They have the some calculation is there. Okay, some clients of how they have the calculation. Okay, they maintain some formulas, right? That formulas you want to be do customization. Okay, you can maintain here. Suppose I'm just going to this one. Okay, the condition records. Okay, they will be maintaining the logic. Here they will be writing the code. The developer will write the code. Okay. So some logic they are written here. Okay. So what is the logic which is a condition exclusion indicator is not equal to X. So it's recommended to use exclusion groups instead of all this. So some logic they written. So maybe it depends on the client requirement how they want to be written the logic. They will write the logic. Okay. So like they can use the different requirement types and they can define their own logic. The same way for the calculation type and the basic type, all these three will be helpful the same way. Here also you can, the net value might be, if you want to be see that some logic it is like, okay, they want to be write some logic here. Okay, how this value should be calculated when it is we are entering this condition type. Okay, so there here they will be write the logic. Okay, so like we have a number of we have, so majorly they are using this in the ST level. MM level, I didn't see that nobody using this customization. But if still they want to be use some logic, okay, then you can use this program. Okay, here calculation type and basic type. Okay, and you can write your own logic. Okay, so depends on the client how they want to go ahead. Okay, how they want to be calculated. So this requirement type and calculation type and basic type, that all these three, it is helpful to the above person. They will write a logic. Okay, when they want to be some formula, they want to be implement some formula, some logic, some restrictions they want to do, that they will do. Okay, then this accruals and account key, just now we discussed, right? If you want to be separate GL account, if you want to be post to this value, this condition value, if you want to be post to separate GL account, then you need to be maintain that freight, that accrual and account key. Okay, based on account key, what are you maintain that, again you go to OBYC and you can maintain a GL account, then the value will be posted. So majorly we are using these accruals and account key for the freight delivery cost and freight when it is separate GL account and statisticals related. Those cases we are using this account and accrual keys. Okay, so total is 16 fields: step, counter, condition type, description, from and to, manual, required, statistical, print, subtotal, requirement type, calculation type, basic type, and accruals and account key. Is it clear? So
Yes, sir.
these 16 steps will be using to design the pricing procedure and how they want to calculate this pricing procedure. Suppose, as I discussed here, suppose let's go with a simple discussion. Okay, suppose there is a gross price is there. Okay, so like suppose gross price is 1,000 rupees. Okay. Now on this gross price, okay, they are calculating some discount. Okay, so let's say it is 10%. Okay, so out of 1,000 rupees, if it is 10%, then it is 100 rupees, right? So if I go to net value with discount, okay, simple. I'm saying, okay, 1,000 minus 100. That means it is a 900 rupees, right? Because discount always it is a negative, right? Negative sign. It will get for a discount, right? Minus, right? So 900 net value with discount. On this one, suppose tax is there. Some tax value it is like 10%. Okay. So on 900, if it is 10%, it is like 90 rupees. Okay. Then net value with tax code, with tax, then it is like 900 plus 90, which goes 990. Because it is a adding, right? Tax we have to pay, right? Whatever we are getting back, that is right. On that net value, maybe if you're saying that freight cost is there. Okay. So again, this freight cost might be, if you see that this freight cost is 100 rupees. Let's say fixed cost amount. Then the actual price is okay 990 plus 100. It is 1,090. This is the actual price. Simple. I'm just giving the simple formula. Okay. But the actually net price is 990 rupees, actual net price. But the freight cost, if it is added, then it is 100 rupees, that is 1,090 rupees. It is the actual price, effective price. Okay. When we receiving the stock, the effective price, which is 1,090 rupees. So how you will be calculating these into your formula, how you are designing this all into your pricing procedure, that is the pricing schema. Okay. That how you will be defining here. Okay, here based on the gross price, on gross price, okay, and again the discount, on discount, again net value. Okay, if we suppose after this all these things such as if it is like net price including discount. Okay, then tax, something tax is there. Then net price including tax, that is, it is like they are calculating on the both net price including discount and tax. Both on this one, it is calculating net including tax. Then you are adding from freight. Okay, on what value you are calculating? Is it with including tax or only including discount? That tax freight. After a freight, you are adding all transportation cost where it is the actual price, which is like all, it is like gross price and net price, all it is there. In between, whatever the condition type, it is the statistical, that will not be impacted on the net price. Whatever it is non-statistical based on your calculation, that will be the it will be posting to separate GL account, statistical condition type. Then the actual price you are calculating. Okay. So then that will be stored into the some more condition type, which is like some standard table you are saving. Okay. So like you have to be design your own condition, pricing condition. Okay. Pricing procedure. Okay. Then all together you can use that pricing procedure into your PO. Okay. So in the PO, how it is capturing? Okay. How it is capturing in the vendor master record. Okay. I'm just going to vendor master record. Here in the vendor master record, purchasing data. Okay, AB1, it is not there. Okay. Okay. So here you need to be enter the pricing schema. Okay. Where it is not there here. Let's go to XK02. Here we'll get the pricing. Where is the pricing schema here? There is field like pricing schema. Let's go. We'll create one. Any of them. Right, it's showing like this. From field construction control submission. Okay. Okay, let's go to XK03. Account group they deleted. Okay. Go to XK01. Okay. Here there is a schema group is there, vendor schema group. So here we'll be assigning that which schema you want to be assigned. Okay. So in the vendor master record you are assigning one schema. Okay, and in the purchasing organization, the purchase organization level you are creating one schema. So when this vendor and purchase organization matching, okay, this schema whatever it is assigned in the configuration level, that pricing procedure will be picking here. If you go to SPRO, material management, purchasing, and here you will go to conditions here. Then in the condition you will be go to determine pricing schema. So here it is the condition types you are creating. Okay, then you are creating access sequence you are creating here. Okay, you are assigning your access sequence here. the condition tables you are assigning here, this condition table. So whatever it is there, it will be displayed here. Okay. Then once you are creating access sequence, okay, then we'll be going to calculation schema. Okay, here you can see that to your conditions types, whatever it is defined, PBW0, PBWX, all these things. Okay. Then what are the pricing procedure, which is how it is coming to my PO in the defined schema group. First, you will be creating the one schema group. Okay. So let's say I'm just creating something which is ZA. Okay, ZA it is there. Okay. Then for purchase organization level, you will be creating again one schema. Let's say suppose something which I created ZABC. Okay. When ZA and ZABC combination, okay, when ZABC, okay, this purchase organization, what is my purchase organization? ZABC, right? For this ZABC, I assign my own schema. Okay. Let's say ZAB1 also, it is my purchase. Okay. So when it is my purchase organization, when I'm using the purchasing organization, this schema group purchase organization I assigned. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll be assigning your pricing procedure. Whatever you created pricing procedure, that you will be assigning the combinations like ZA, ABC, which is for the purchase organization schema group, and vendor schema group is ZA, and this combination you will be assigning that my pricing procedure. Okay. If it is already there, then it will become error message because it is already assigned. Okay. So this combination I assigned here. Okay. If I can go back, I can see it is already there or not there. ZABC and ZA. Okay. This combination which I already assigned. Okay. That means the purchasing organization you already assigned in the configuration level. Only what you need to do when you are creating the vendor master record, you need to be assigned your pricing schema for the vendor ZA. Then when these two are matching, then automatically pricing procedure will be captured. Okay. So now I'm just assigning this pricing schema, right? So what will happen when you are creating vendor master card? Suppose I'm just creating now this vendor master card, right? So I just need to be use my own purchase organization. Let's create MEK1, or I'm just going to XK01. Okay, and I'll be using that ZABC. Okay, and my using my purchase organization because I just need to be matched my purchase organization. Okay. So I'm just entering order details, whatever it is required. So I'm just entering speed. Okay, so whatever it is required, I'm just entering all the details. It is mandatory. Okay, now here I am assigning my pricing schema because vendor master record, I just need to be map my own pricing schema. So what is my own pricing schema which is mapped to ZA? So I'm assigning ZA. So from vendor master record, it is assigned to ZA. Okay. Okay. Now in the purchase organization level, you already assigned the ZABC. Okay. Now this ZABC and ZA, which is a combination, it is matching when you creating purchase order. So while you creating purchase order, the vendor master record. Okay. What is the vendor number here? What you created now? Okay, this is the vendor I created just now. Okay. So I'm just entering this. This vendor I'm just entering here. Okay, then whatever it should be matched, ZABC should be matched. Okay, ZABC purchase organization. So when I enter here ZABC, the purchase organization, this already mapped to schema group ZABC. So on this vendor master record, you already entered the schema group in the purchasing data. If you see that in the purchasing data, you already entered the schema group. This schema group, and for whatever it is assigned for this purchase organization schema group, these two combination, what it is mapped to RM0000, which is mapped. Okay, that pricing procedure will be captured here. Let's see whether it is capturing or not. Okay, now let's see. So Now let's go down. Okay. Now click on analysis. Now if you can see that RM00, which is picking. So how it is picking the pricing procedure, because this combination we are already maintained. If I just change this one, suppose from RM0002, if I'm just changing that some other supplementary condition type or something which some customized one, which like suppose they created some ZCORB. I will be go with ZM0000. Okay. If I'm assigning now this one, this pricing procedure which is assigned. Okay. Now what will be happening? I will be when I'm just creating again purchase order. Okay. When the combination which is like the pricing schema for vendor. Okay. Which is maintained in the vendor master card, and from the purchase organization, whatever the pricing schema which is maintained in the configuration, all this all together. Okay. Yeah, the plant anyway. Okay. Okay, I just entered all the details. Now let me check that what pricing project which is picking. It is picking ZM0000. The same values which I entered, but I changed this pricing schema in the configuration level. That's why it is picking ZM0000. So this is the way it will be picked. So in interview point of view, they will ask the question how the pricing schema will be captured in the purchase order. So what is the answer? Okay, it will be captured based on the vendor master record and purchase organization. Purchase organization, the pricing schema, the schema group which is already assigned, which are already created in the configuration level, and the vendor master record level, we are assigned the schema group. When this schema group for purchase organization, schema group for vendor master record, when it is matching, we assign the pricing procedure. That pricing procedure will be picking in the purchase order. This is the answer. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the way we have to do. Okay. I hope you already aware about the condition types, how to create, access sequence, how to create, and calculation schema, how to create, right? Pricing procedure. Right. So tomorrow what we'll do, we'll discuss about the condition types. What are the important condition types we have in the standard? Okay, we have some PB00, it is there. Okay, PB XX it is there. Okay, like we have our RB00, which is there, discount. Okay, RC00 and FRA1, FRA2, FRA3, FRP1, like we have some discounts are there, some condition type. And moreover, what we need to discuss, the point is the PB00, if you go to some condition type, go to inside, where exactly you are assigning the access sequence, this access sequence, whatever it is created, that access sequence, because it is time dependent, and how the condition class, type, category, how it will be works. Okay, all we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay, clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
So any questions on this one?